I'll be right back.
Oh, Taryn. He was such a sweet boy when this all began.
Mm-hmm.
I was mad with power.
I gotta say, that was one of, I think, the most enjoyable arcs for me, was when Taryn was taken by Jacoba, and there was this, like, darkness growing in Taryn. It was very captivating.
That was a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of good stuff.
Wait a second, if the Thanes are aspects of Sardior, then negotiating with them is effectively negotiating with him, right? Is that how the consciousness works here, if it's divided in Faerun?
I don't know, you'd have to ask the god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's got some really
bad.
complicated questions about identity wrapped up in there.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Dissociated identities becoming reassociated, and
But I'm pretty
So,
sure all of
are
those
we-
items.
So if we kill Sardior, are we essentially kicking the gods out of their planes, or are we creating all new planes and the gods don't have planes anymore? Or are there just even more planes?
I think once Sardior comes back into being, all the planes will become reconnected in that moment, and all the gods that are trapped in their own planes right now, or like isolated in their own planes right now, like we become able to, communicate and reach out to them and stuff again.
Yeah,
I think I remember that being the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty
we're
sure
gonna
they're
have
just
to-
gonna be, like, shunted right onto the material plane.
So are we gonna have to like deal with them too?
I think so. I mean, unless we
think
want to be on their side.
Which is what they want, yeah.
But so we
This is
like
gonna be a
because
mess.
Because wasn't that one of the options? Was it's like if we decide we want to take the time to try and talk to Sardior, and it doesn't work, then it's just then there's our squad, there's Larlock's squad, and there's all the old gods that could all work together to fight Sardior. But then it would be a cosmic, like Super Smash Brothers, at the end.
Right. But
Yeah.
when we bring them back, they're going to be shunted, and maybe they'll help, maybe they won't. And if they're involved, and then we are on Team Marlock, we're going to have to deal with them as well.
Correct.
Larlock's idea, I think, that we then kill them and basically take over their planes.
Yeah, maybe that's the next part, is we kill Sardior, and then the next part of the campaign is hunting down all the gods.
And I mean, maybe the gods are worth negotiating with. If you want to split your domain with one of them, that's fine. If
Set
they're
them up
amenable
as
to
Thanes or whatever.
that.
we and the old gods could each co-DM our own domain.
There you go.
Yeah, I think officially at this point, Varel is thinking all parties have an interest in ruling after the fact, and he's open to ruling together if the others are. And the alternative to that seems to be what Sardior said, that might is what answers at this point. And so if it comes to it, a display of might be necessary, but cooperation is
Yeah,
cooperation
to be fair, it seems like might is what's going to resolve it regardless. It's just whether it'll be divided via might or...
Like, we've learned from the lore now that, like, the full strength Sardior took, like, it took all the gods, plus, like, Bahamut and Tiamat working together to kill him, right? Like, wasn't there a whole thing about Bahamut and Tiamat rending Sardior's body?
Yeah, you learned that.
Okay, so realistically, if there is to be cooperation, it would be with us, with the Larlock group, and perhaps also with the old gods. Otherwise, it's war of all against all.
I mean, best case scenario is the old gods come back and help when everything gets shunted together.
Yeah.
And then they die while helping us. And we don't
Right.
have to deal with that.
We can use them as fodder. Have them pay for their sins.
The Russian style, yeah. John, I think we were making the assumption that when Sardio returns, all of the planes collapse back together, and with it, the old gods appear, along with the rest of us on the same plane.
Yeah, Larlock seemed to predict something akin to that, and your wizard knowledge would project something similar.
Gotcha.
The timeline for that is questionable, right? Does it happen simultaneously? Is it a slow thing? Larlock pressed you with urgency, saying, the longer you take to kill Sardior, the more likely all the planes will fully merge, allowing for the old gods to return.
Roger that.
Oh, so if we do kill Sardio right away, it's possible that the old gods will remain in their domains?
That's what Larlock's proposing.
So then do we just, like... So if we take Larlock's job, or proposal, step 1, kill Sardior. Step 2 is we're going to have to wrangle the planes away from the gods.
Once you have the eggs, which will be born upon the death of Sardior, as like this eternal cycle, returning them to the ley lines and securing them in place, as was done by the old gods, is a way to, like, basically unlock the architecture of the planes, and you could literally obliterate, destroy, remove all these planes, reset them, whatever you want to do.
Oh.
If you want to just delete Hades, you can. You will become the architects of this reality.
With the idea being, if you delete Hades, then anybody who would have gone there has to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then you've got to deal with... Would it just, like, destroy all the beings there? Or you got to deal with all of the denizens of that plane in a different way?
I'll say your knowledge of the cosmos is foggy there. You're not sure about the ramifications of obliterating entire planes. You just know you can do it now. Well, you can if you defeat Sardior.
Will we be able to, like, negotiate with the old gods and be like, hey, we're gonna do this, do you want to, like, work with us on it? Or is it just, like, all...
If you kill Sardior and become basically lords of the universe, or at least of this planet, you can, in the epilogue or whatever, or if you want to keep playing it out, you could sit down and have a meeting with any of the gods.
So our plan is to resurrect Sardior, kill Sardior, take the eggs, put them on the ley lines, and then make our determinations about the universe.
That's one plan, and the alternative is not to kill Sardior, have chaos reign, and have might be what's answered for.
Yeah, or what if we did it? What if we did the kill Sardior thing, but then just did the same thing he's gonna do, which is just no organization. It's just might. That'd be kind of funny.
But we're on top now. We don't have to worry about people more powerful than us.
Yeah. You do know, given the cyclical nature of Sardior's existence, that when he dies, a clutch of eggs are born in his place. As those eggs come to adulthood, they will eventually gain the power to bring back Sardior. It's just sort of, it's sort of like a phoenix situation, except for instead of one egg being born, 5 are born.
We'll keep him in stasis.
Interesting.
This is competition versus cooperation. Holy shit, okay. So with Sardior, it's all competition, and with Larlock, there's a chance of cooperation. Where we cooperate too. Maybe just let everyone compete.
But make it low stakes, like a little bit.
But if people cooperate in the competitive place, they'll get an advantage over the others. So, it all comes
No monopolies.
They could be in another playlist. I'll have to buy like or something.
Shall we,
Yeah, alright, you guys ready? You've theory crafted out your situation? You have a general idea of what your character wants to do?
At some point, we're all going to have to sit in a room and write down on paper how we want to recraft the universe, and then lock those papers away for some kids in the future to find.
Yeah. I like the
That's the
cyclical
dark
nature
ones,
of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is weird. I realize now I didn't watch the last session, so, summary is gonna be a bit hazy. Let's change the music to something more...
Peppy.
Yeah!
Let's go with, like, Missile's theme song. Da-da-da-da-da.
Missile had a theme song?
I feel like he had, like, a weird, quirky... oh no, Laurel created the...
It's because of my playlists that I play all the time. Missile's theme song was Electro Swing. And so it's
Excellent.
just ingrained
Hell
in our
yeah.
household now.
Alright.
Can you get some electro swing on here?
I'll work on it while running everything.
Okay.
Simultaneously.
That's only fair.
Electro swing fits. That's sweet.
Missile could have conceivably created a device to play music wherever he went.
I'm
Alright.
not crying, you're crying.
Even in death.
Yeah, I know. Level 20, this could be the moment that Missile has a giant mech suit.
Oh.
You could wish him back to existence once all the planes come back. Think about it. Alright, so...
I mean, we could just do it now.
Previously... No, he's trapped in another plane of existence right now. He died before all the planes were cut off. R.I.P. You previously, killed, it says here, the goddess Shar. Oh, that's all I got. No, you, as a group, assaulted, with the help of Larlock, the flying city high above Mossstone to attack Shar in her fortress while her troops were away, marching in battle towards the Isle, the Dragon Isle. And as you assaulted the fortress, you met some resistance ballistas and such shooting down magic, Gilgamesh's magic flying fleet. But you were able to successfully land. One group going to distract and attack Cephtus, and the other group doing a full straight-on assault of Shar's keep. The assault on Shar's keep went well. You pushed through her fortifications with relative ease and fought your way to her throne. And as you did that, the ship fighting Cephtus crash-landed into the flying fortress, and the battle resumed, both continuing in the same location. You slayed Cephtus and fought off Talona, killed Verminard, and together as a unit kept each other alive, aided each other. At one point, Gilgamesh saved Isolde from falling to her death. The queen rode on top of Vosner, and Damon and Hadariel slayed Talona together with their dueling swords. All of that combined, your might was able to bring down Shar, the reigning goddess of this current plane of existence. And Terran was able to channel all of the essence of Cephtus into a breath attack, which tore Shar apart. And now you remain in the sky, flying about 600 and some feet above the city of Mostone, which is now a giant plume of smoke as the massive flying city crashed in like a meteor, stirring up dust and debris. But the light has returned to Faerun as the hold of the shadow plane has begun to weaken. And you find yourselves here, flying high above the smoke and debris. All of you remain sort of in a state of catching your breath. Shar is dead. Larlock flies up to Vayrol on top of Vosner and holds out a hand. In it, he holds the amulet for the Topaz Dragon.
I accept it and take it off and immediately put it in my bag of holding.
Vayrol takes it, and Larlock says, "Our exchange here is done. I trust now that you see that we can accomplish great works when we collaborate. What happens next is up to you. Already now, one of your friends is approaching, and we must depart. But I hope when Sardior is reborn and we arrive, we are not met with hostility. At least from you."
Vayrol nods, says, "I expect our collaboration will continue into the future."
Hadariel flies over to Damon and nods solemnly, impressed by your abilities.
Damon nods in return. Still impressed by Hadariel's abilities.
Gilgamesh flies Isolde up over to Vosner's back and grabs onto the queen as they sort of exchange passengers.
Nice. Vosner ducks and moves now.
Isolde falls to her death. Epic. They all start to gather together as though they're about to depart. "See you soon." He waits in case there's something you would like to say.
Isolde would thank them for all of their efforts in a hard-fought battle.
Larlock looks at you. We could not have done it without your help. And they teleport. Boom. Out of existence. Leaving you flying high above the city of Mossstone, looking out over Firedrake Bay. That bay you once took many adventures leading out of to the Isle of New Gunderlin, elsewhere. And in the sky, the moon, which had been covering the sun in a near-permanent eclipse, begins to move, and sun begins to set on Faerun for the first time in a long time. You feel a sense of relief as the light washes over all of you.
Beryl soaks it in.
Vosner kind of shimmies, shaking off the bit of cold and begins to slowly descend.
Yeah, the dust clouds over Mossstone are probably like 200, 300 feet high. So if you want to descend into the crater now of Mossstone, you are welcome to. There are other places to go. On the horizon, to the east of you, you see massive wings flapping in your direction.
How massive are we talking about here?
Probably the biggest living dragon currently alive. As in the distance you catch the sun reflecting brilliantly off of Mel's wings.
Aww.
Is there anything, as he's approaching, is there anything you want to say to one another? Or you just let him show up?
Vosner is tired as fuck, so he's going to land and let him come to us.
Oh, in the city? You'd have to fly pretty far away.
Oh, okay. I guess I will just slowly descend and wave at him.
Okay. Mel approaches. And he looks at all of you. How have you accomplished this?
Friendship.
Yeah, really. Oh. It was not easy.
Have you attained the amulet?
We have.
Very well. I am to deliver it immediately back to the Thanes. The ritual must begin.
We must rest as well.
He looks around and says, perhaps there will be time, but the Thanes suggest we should not stall.
How's everyone around me, Lark?
I mean, I need a nap.
Yeah, we probably all need a rest, especially if there's going to be a fight.
I feel like if we don't agree to this, we have to have some very good reason, or we're about to fight Mel.
Okay. I don't think we can do that.
Which would be a real shame, considering all we did to save him.
Yep.
He puts out a hand outstretched, waiting for the amulet.
We should just start following him back.
Yeah, Beryl says we will follow your lead and rest on the way.
Very well. These skies are still not entirely safe. The remainder of Shar's forces still remain on the march towards Dragon Isle. We have been ordered to send out aggressive forces to meet them far away from the island.
To the island we go then.
Very well. And he lets down his, or he like sort of opens up his back in case anybody would rather fly on his back than Vosner's, since Vosner's so tired. But he says he still holds his hand out, the amulet.
Vera will climb into his hand as a whole. Bag of holding still attached. And just get on Mel's back.
Damon is also tired. So if we're flying, he'll probably ride on Mel's back as well.
Yeah, Karen's gonna ride on Mel's back.
He looks at Beryl curiously. He says, "Do you not understand? I have been instructed to carry the amulet."
And by carrying me, you are carrying the amulet.
You see frustration in his eyes.
My low charisma is not picking it up.
That'd be low wisdom, but I hear you.
I'm pretty low wisdom too, I'm not gonna lie.
He's just real smart.
He sighs. Says, "Very well." And he lets all of you on his back, and he begins to fly back to Dragon Isle.
Nice.
It's a long flight. I'll say you guys can get a short rest in while you're doing it. And as you're flying, you see the light of, I guess it would be the sunset, hitting all of Faerun sort of gently, making it glow a nice golden gold color. Or golden amber or whatever. And you can see down below, as Mel flies a couple thousand feet up, you can see marching armies still moving from the isle, or from the floating city. Thousands and thousands of Shadowvar troops. Get you guys in your hit die.
Approximately how far from Dragon Isle?
They appear to be marching pretty quickly, and as you're flying to Dragon Island, you get the feeling that they're only a day or so out.
Yikes. Unrelated, do we still have that inflated max HP?
Oh, yeah, you still do until you take a long rest.
Cool.
Hit dice for days. Can all of you roll me a... Well, I'm going to wait till the short rests are over so I can actually see what's happening. In hindsight, there needs to be a better system for rolling hit die in this. That is a lot of rolls. Alright, though. Yeah, can everybody roll me a d6? I think, assuming everybody's good. Foster, you'll get it right one time.
Yeah.
Slash roll.
No.
He refuses. Okay. Mel continues to fly. You fly high over this marching army, and then there's a point right before you hit. Let me see the Faerun map. Right before you hit the Sea of Falling Stars, sort of above the city. Well, I guess it's sort of this particular point. I guess I'll mark it or something. Let me switch to the Faerun map. So, there's a point where the invading... Ooh. God damn it, sorry. The invading forces of Shar are they're sort of waiting on this peninsula, and you can see flying from Dragon Isle, as you're flying in that direction, are dozens and dozens of dragons, all flying towards those forces, and they're beginning to engage in a battle, trying to prevent Shar's forces from getting on boats to head to Pirate Isle, or sorry, to Dragon Isle. You see all of that? Okay. And so you fly over that conflict, 1,000 feet flying above it, and you see these just battling forces of hundreds of drow and other Shadowvar fighting these dragons who are breathing on them in mass and wiping them out in droves. As you fly over the Sea of Fallen Stars to Dragon Isle and land in the Dragon Isle ruins. And you arrived...
Heroes.
Here to find the 4 Thanes of Sardior speaking to one another in the courtyard, discussing their plans. And as you arrive, Smargad approaches Mel and holds out a hand, awaiting the amulet. And he shakes his head and points to Varel. Smargad approaches you with an open hand.
Yeah, Varel will dismount Mel, nod in reverence to Smargad, reach into his bag of holding, and slowly present it to Smargad.
He snatches it quickly and takes it and puts it on a bed of diamonds. And he turns to his fellow Thanes and says, "We shall begin." And Mel sort of nods reverently and says to you all, "I have been ordered to the front line. I will keep them at bay. Make sure that the ritual takes place. Protect Sardior at all costs. There are still threats in this world that are unknown." And he looks to all of you in case you have anything to say to him before he flies away.
Taryn will kind of nod to Mel and say, "Good luck in your fight."
He nods. For Sardior. And he lifts off in a big explosion of his wings, flapping, heading in that direction. And you see the Thanes speaking together, hovering over this pile of diamonds that you once retrieved for them. You are free to do whatever you'd like.
Do we know how long this ritual will take?
I believe we'd established that true resurrection takes an hour. But I can look it up.
So we can't long rest.
Correct.
So we've got no spells for this battle, guys.
Yeah, none of our stuff reset when we leveled up, did it?
I can't remember if you get the spell slots or whatever you unlock.
I'll give you the spell slots you unlock. That's fine. You've attained a new level of power having killed Sharp. So if you get a 7th level slot or a 9th level slot, give yourself those.
Gotcha.
Well,
Still have
perhaps
foresight.
it gives us some time to negotiate if we don't have any other choice.
This would be retconning things quite a bit, but Time Stop was a 9th level spell.
Yeah, it
that-
only works momentarily. It wouldn't get you what you're thinking about.
I was gonna snatch that. Snatch the
If you
amulet
have-
back.
If you have wish, you could wish for us to get a long rest.
Oh yeah.
If you still have a 9th level spell slot.
I do.
Ye-
Would there be a particular spell that grants that kind of benefit?
No, but wish is sort of a narrative tool as much as it is a mechanical.
Yeah, you just risk losing wish forever.
There's also
if,
downsides to casting wish, like it makes you feeble and
Right. You
Let's
get
think
that
about this for a
stress.
second.
You get that stress when you produce any other effect other than duplicating another spell. So if it is a straight spell duplication, if there's a very good
your
spell.
strength would drop to 3.
Well, I got.
What if you have a magic item that makes your strength 19?
Then it wouldn't do anything.
Well,
We could
if
also replicate some sort of like a command spell to stop the ritual.
I don't think. I think they would probably easily resist that. To be honest.
I'm just putting that text in the chat. I didn't cast it or anything.
Sure.
For the last paragraph, if it's, it seems to say that you incur that stress if it's an effect that is not duplicating a spell.
Right.
And so if it is duplicating a spell, you avoid that stress.
Correct.
Any
Is there-
8th level spell or lower that's...
Yeah, that will grant us a long rest.
Not that I know of, but you can find one.
We could get perhaps immunity to a single spell or magical effect. I assume that wouldn't include something like exhaustion.
What if we're resistant to dragons?
I mean, I think our main problem is we don't have spell slots anymore. So we need to get those spell slots back.
Yo,
I could...
this
We
is tough. This is really tough.
So if I'm reading the text correctly, your strength is 3 for 2d4 days. And you get a penalty to damage for casting spells until your next long rest. So if you use Wish, the only thing you'll really get hurt with is the low strength.
Yeah, and I have a magic item. So I have the like gauntlets of ogre strength. Of ogre power.
Varel would find that distasteful, but he's open to it. That works. Every time I cast a spell, I get 1d10 necrotic damage, so I'm going to be eating.
Until you finish a long rest.
I
If
think
you wish for a long
I
rest,
think
then that would be fine.
I think Damon's offering to be the one to cast it.
Yeah,
Oh.
I am.
But like, if the thing you're wishing for is to finish a long rest, I would assume that would mean that you'd cast the spell, get the long rest immediately, and then not take the 1d10 necrotic damage.
Yeah, or I would wish, you know, like that our next long rest only takes 10 minutes or whatever, so that then I can take the long rest. Explicitly then finishing a long rest after the spell is cast.
Or to give the benefits of that short rest a long rest benefit.
Yeah, something to that effect. So that it happens before the ritual is complete. I just might lose it forever. But you know what?
I'll wish it back,
But then you might lose yours.
and then you can just wish it back.
And then you can wish it back.
That's
It's
true.
not wishing for wishing.
That's true. And eventually we're stuck in a cycle, and Izzy just has to divine intervention, both of us getting it back.
Boom. Odds are in our favor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Damon starts channeling a bunch of power and tries to use his newly recovered access to the weave to supercharge himself and his squad mates, allowing us to take a long rest over the course of the next, say, 10 minutes.
Okay. So 33% chance you're unable to cast it. So we're gonna have you roll a d6 to see, and a 1 and a 2 is you lose wish.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh my god.
Rip.
Damon, you seeing the dire situation before you, that there is only so much time, that the Thanes are in a rush to bring back Sardior, that the army of Shar is still knocking on the door of Dragon Isle, you decide to channel all of your magic into wishing that you and your friends could be at full power. As you channel all of your energy into this wish, your mark, once given to you by Primus, expands over to the entire size of your body, encapsulating you and kind of crushing you, breaking components of your hull and your chassis as sparks begin to fly and energy pours out of you in an absurd amount. All of your friends are infused with a white light that gives them energy and life and spells and everything, as you are weakened to 3 strength. For you can roll the days if you'd like. 5 days. You have this crippling ability. Your magic gloves begin to work in overdrive, trying to compensate for the cracks and destruction to your frame. You find yourself stabilizing, still at the strength set by your magic gauntlet, but with the threat of losing that if those gauntlets are destroyed or removed.
Yep. That sounds right.
Dang.
In the process of casting this spell, you are hit with a flash of memories, your life on Mechanus, your mother, Lady Polaris, your father, Multanus, who helped raise you. You see your entire life pour out before you. You see Primus designating you as the machine which would go on to carry out his will, his plan for averting the end of the world and the end of his rule. But you also feel free. The wish spell, never taught to you by Primus, never given to the gods, only given, bestowed by the dragons in their original primordial magic, frees you from this sense of binding that you must follow the orders of Primus. You are your own being.
Even as we are, like, seemingly magically super refreshed, Damon still looks really tired. Do we get our long rest?
Yes, everybody gets a long rest. Can Damon roll a d6 for me to determine if this circumvents the necrotic damage per spell level?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it does. You successfully are able to avoid that necrotic penalty.
So,
Alright. I am updating my spells. Hold on a second.
For the next 50 minutes, the Thanes are joint casting True Resurrection on the final amulet. Is there anything else you would like to do?
We want another snack?
I was thinking
Aaron,
about it.
I'd
It
say
takes 10 minutes to cast, and
It is.
needs an
Yeah,
hour
I think-
after that is completed for it to take effect.
That's true.
I've got 10 minutes I can give an inspiring speech to give everyone 25 extra hit points. Temporary.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
do that. What does Terran say to inspire his crew?
I'll just kind of like huddle us all together and be like, okay, this is what we've decided to do. It's gonna be hard, but we're committed. We gotta follow through on it. We can do this. We just like killed Shar. Just kind of like getting everyone on the same page type of thing.
Nice.
Nice. Alright.
just so I am clear, what is it that we can do? I still feel I am not certain what our course of action is.
Looks to Izzy.
I think the plan is to remake the world, and in a way that is safe for humanoids as well as dragonborns, and try to make it a better world than we had before.
Does that mean we are killing Sardior? I cannot help but have reservations about the thought of that.
We are forestalling his return.
Yes, Sardior will be reborn at another time. But I am also saddened that this is something that must be done, but I don't see any other way for Sardior to coexist in a world where the people that have inhabited this world can also exist.
This is nonetheless a display of might, which is no different than the rules Sardier would enact.
Very well.
For your sacrifice, Varel says to Damon, we will see to it that it was worthwhile. And I give Damon foresight for the next 8 hours.
Oh,
I will-
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of necessary.
all right. You guys are making my life easier. That's 2 wishes, Dan.
Firestorm will also give himself foresight.
Yo, wow. We're stacked.
Wow.
You guys begin casting these powerful spells on each other, hyping each other up, building your power to immense ability, and as you're doing that, the ritual is going well, and the final Thane of Sardior is recreated. All the dragons sort of howl into the sky, roaring. They are reunited. All of the aspects of Sardior into one, into 5 beings, and they turn to you expectantly. Smargad turns and says, "We shall return to the heart of the forest to cast the ritual to bring back Sardior. You are welcome to attend, to keep us safe."
Let us go.
We shall.
We are grateful for the opportunity.
And they, you head to the heart of the forest. Deep into the sort of center of Dragon Isle, you find this heart, right, where they begin to cast the ritual. Oh, you guys all hit level 20. Oh, wait, you didn't. Again. Everybody levels up. 21. Fuck it.
We really beat it now.
Alright.
How big is the space?
It's real big.
Real big.
Like 400 feet by 400 feet? Or, no, it's bigger than that.
Yeah. It's enclosed, right? Though?
I mean, it's enclosed as a forest is enclosed. I mean, there's a lot of cover, but you are in this sort of exposed part of the forest where this heart beats in the waters of Faerun.
Okay.
And all of you stand, you can position yourself however you'd like. You stand here as the ritual begins to be cast. It's going to take an hour for the ritual to be cast. In that time, who has the Valindra's phylactery?
Did we not destroy that?
Did
Yeah,
you
we
not? I
destroyed
thought you
it.
put it in a
Yeah,
bag
we
of holding with the idea that you would rather be in charge of when she comes back.
My notes say we destroy it and that she may still be true resurrected.
Okay, never mind then. I honestly thought you guys still had a hold of it. That is totally fine. Alright, you all... just ignore that I mentioned that at all then.
Okay.
You...
I hate it.
Yeah, you stand here amidst these dragons. And they begin casting the ritual.
Nice.
Vera looks across the squad, not necessarily inviting their gaze as well, but is just curious about what emotions, if any, they're displaying on their face, or if they're concealing them or not.
Taryn is pretty openly apprehensive.
Vosner is
Isolde
scared.
looks a little ill.
Damon's going for stoic.
Vosner is just sort of he's stealing himself because he knows that this is what nature does.
Okay. Yeah, kind of with that, Varel says, hopefully quietly enough that only we can hear. He'll just say nothing is permanent.
It takes a minute. How long? You said this is going to take an hour, right?
Yep.
Rating 6 or lower. Roll initiative. Right before. As they're casting this, Vosner will also cast this. And I have. What does that give me? Hold on. I gotta see if I get anything more if I upcast this. Okay. I'm going to use a 7th level spell slot. And take a minute.
To conjure a fae?
To conjure a fae. Can I do that?
Yeah, it does take your concentration.
It does?
Yep.
For
an hour.
For an hour. Right. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Weird thing to do in the middle of
If you summon a T-Rex, I'm gonna freak.
I want to summon one T-Rex.
So you're just summoning a T-Rex in the middle of them casting this ritual?
No.
Okay.
Damn it.
Wouldn't you have to cast it at 8th level to do T-Rex?
Yeah, I would have to do it at 8th level to do that. So, right now I can summon an ape. But I know that I need... and I'll tell it to guard the entrance.
Oh, okay.
I'll give it a feint.
Okay, so I am going to, if he's just guarding the entrance and not like involved in this combat, I will.
Well, to kind of take some heat off of us, so it doesn't look as suspicious, I'm telling him at the moment to guard the entrance.
Oh.
Well, it takes what? It takes an hour.
No, he lasts for an hour. It takes a minute to cast.
It takes a minute to cast. Oh, okay. Could I wait 10 minutes like in the midst of their ritual?
Sure.
So there's some overlap.
Yeah, I don't have art for a giant ape, unfortunately.
Okay.
There's a gorilla skull somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, just... I want a gorilla skull, please.
At the end, as the ritual comes to an end, I'll cast Ice Shield on myself with the staff as well.
Alright, so instead of a giant ape, you're getting a giant lion man.
Okay.
Or just a giant lion. And it is defending this path that's coming in.
Yeah, if you squint, that looks like a kind of a gorilla.
Yeah. Just squint a lot. In fact, for this whole fight, just squint.
I'll, as the ritual kind of comes to an end, I'll give it a new command to protect Isilda.
Very well. You, Vosner, you channel this ability, and out of the forest walks this massive, sort of paragon of nature. This like powerful creature who is sworn to aid you in your abilities as you bring him to this location. You don't know, necessarily where he came from. You may have opened a portal to another dimension. You may have simply created him with your mind, but he exists here, standing guard, a massive lion creature, protector of nature.
Nice.
There you go. Anything else people want to do?
That's a shift, huh?
The forest grows quiet as these Thanes continue to chant in their ancient Draconic language. They, one by one, begin to walk into the light, and as they do, are absorbed into it. Hrodel turns to you and nods as he goes into it. Charisma into the center. Tithanis into the center. And Smargad, as he begins to walk into the center, this strange light begins to vibrate in him, shaking. Back and forth, there is this glow as though his body is having a hard time being absorbed, and he lets out a scream, and as he does, dark worms begin to pour out of his eyes into the air, pouring into this light, and as the light shifts in color, it begins to darken. Flying around in the swirling light is this glowing dark tendrils, tentacles, worms, blackness pulsing, as all at once he is absorbed as well.
I think something went wrong, and our hands being forced.
First you see it sort of... Oh, sorry. Right now it's just a glowing light with undulating stuff. What do you need? Sorry.
Use my ring to send a sending to Larlock and say, like, the ritual seems complete. There's a strange darkness in it.
I mean, were we close enough that we saw the worms?
Yeah.
That we saw? So, like, we know what just happened. Or we have at least a good idea of what just happened.
Good old Janus.
Good old Janus. Yeah, she told us a session or so ago that she survived Janus and had slayed him and his accomplices, but was
yeah, and I looked in her eyes and I was like, no, she's good.
Pouring out of the heart of the forest in an explosion of light, corrupted with darkness, Sardior is reborn.
Is Sardior large?
Sardior is gargantuan.
Got you.
Look at that.
Do we see Janus's corruption in him?
Yes. You see darkness swirling amidst a being of light as the entire room erupts. And, I'm not going to say we go to combat, but let's, change the tone here. Sardior stretches his neck. Somebody just said his name, so it's getting in my head. Sardior stretches his neck and turns to all of you. I have returned. Vosner's just gonna feeble mind? Alright, so yeah?
I was going to, and I was like reading over the spell.
So is that a negative on the feeble mind attempt?
That's a negative on the feeble mind.
Okay, we can undo that.
Yeah, that's not something I want to do. Yes, but it is a possibility that I want to do.
Okay, well, Sardior turns to all of you and says, "Thank you for returning me to existence." As Sardior sort of stretches, you see around you in the sky, which is now filling with stars as it is becoming nighttime, those stars begin to become disrupted as large portals begin to form, as planes of existence begin to merge into this one. The flying islands of Ysgard, the large glowing light from Mount Celestia, all of those begin to fill the sky, a portal to the Nine Hells, as the whole horizon around you begins to light up with all these other conflicting sources of light and energy and geography. The sky is beginning to fill as the planes begin to merge slowly but surely into this one. What do you say?
I think
I'll look at Sardior and say, what happens now?
The old must be purged. The new must survive. And I await. And he sort of twitches at the center of it all.
Damon just calls out, "Janice, reveal yourself."
Sardior laughs. I am Sardior. Janus is no more.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, same.
Where am I?
Damon. I mean, there's a sense in which being absorbed into this divine being probably would mitigate some of his will, but you see the worms still on the flesh of Sardior. He laughs again. You told me everything, Isolde. In your mind. You held all of the answers.
Isolde looks terrified.
Why slay the god of creation when you can become him? And he steps towards you.
Oh, shit.
Kneel, and I shall spare you.
I'm gonna pose to attack this dude. So I don't know if we need to roll initiative or not.
Is anyone
But
else
Isolde
gonna
does
kneel?
not kneel.
Varel stands.
Yeah, Terran's not.
Okay. He says, very well.
My monkey, or my
Lionman should be backing Izzy up.
Yeah, he approaches Izzy and is standing by her side. Let it begin. And we're going to combat with Sardior, the god of creation.
Do I get advantage on initiative rolls from Foresight?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. So do I.
Do we have like a timeline of when Larlock and friends will join?
You just sent the message?
Yeah. Sent the message as the light was like before Sardior had formed, as like the worms and stuff were going into the light.
You do not hear anything back in your message.
We've been swindled, hornswoggled.
Hornswoggle is a technical term?
Oh, it's probably true.
No, I'm just kidding. Alright, Damon, you go before Sardior.
I use my movement to fly 30 feet straight up. And then I will take the dash action to come 30 feet this way. And then I will use my action surge to cast Blade of Disaster.
Hell yeah. So do I need to put like a token down for that? Because it has like a movement speed and everything?
Yeah. So if I target him, I think it will just let me, like, it will just do the roll.
Yeah.
And that's a crit.
Oh my god.
Do these attack rolls
Holy
have advantage?
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
these should have attacks. These attacks should have advantage. So,
Okay.
can you just add... We just add 96 to that, we said?
Yeah.
Isn't
yeah,
it
we're gonna-
48 because it's maxed out? The second dice roll is maxed out.
But
the crit dice is 8d12.
Yeah, that's what the spell says.
Oh, so the crit is just much bigger.
Yeah, it's
Never mind.
triple dice for a crit, basically.
Oh,
Alright.
That's awesome.
And then I get to make 2 of those.
Yeah, make the second one.
So let's see here. Will it?
Oh my god. Alright. So let's undo that because we want to get the damage right. So,
Do you want to just roll 4d12?
you roll 8d12 and then add plus whatever 96 times 2?
Well, isn't it just still the like 96? Because it says the crit is a 18 or higher. So is a 20 like a crit, or is it just like a regular crit?
Nah, just a regular crit.
Yeah, so it should just be like 4d12 plus 96.
I think that twice.
But yeah, exactly. So 8d12 plus whatever the other 16. Wait, no, it's what is it?
190.
Because it should just be like the first attack was, right? Because the first attack was
190.
also a crit.
So it's 92 from the 2 crits
Okay.
plus the 28 and 23. Okay, what does it look like when on the first round of combat Damon does 243 damage to Sardior?
He flies up and flies a little out of the way. And you see him channeling. And if you're looking at Damon seeing what's going to happen, you're going to miss that, like, this ominous, like, glowing red and black sword seems to, like, fall from the sky and just slams through Sardior, like, center mass. And as he's reeling from that, curves back up and, like, seems to, like, slice through his jaw in another huge upswing. And it's like a sword bigger than like a person. Like it's like a
Jesus.
massive, like 15-foot blade.
Yeah, you literally uncreate parts of Sardior, and he lets out a scream as you rip parts of him apart with that sword, that magic sword, critting him twice. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay, it's a pretty good turn.
Good turn. Good turn.
Taryn, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna start by using moving 30 feet straight up.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use a bonus action to use my breath weapon.
Did you double all those dice?
Yeah.
Okay. Technically, he is. Let's see, resistances. Oh, he succeeds the save, so that's why he takes half. Yeah, you.
Okay, but he doesn't seem resistant to any of these.
He is not resistant to. Well, he is resistant to acid. And,
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to burn a sorcery point.
Oh my god.
Let's go, dude.
My spellbook is being wonky.
Yeah. It happens.
Oh, I think I forgot to do the long rest. Okay, we're good now.
Jesus.
Here we go.
He actually failed. Alright, let's do legendary resistance. He will choose to succeed that. So he only takes half that damage, so plus 71.
Yep.
As you bring down... What's it look like when you meteor swarm him?
One of the portals that's opening up in the sky is a portal to like the intersection between ice or the plane of water and the plane of earth, and out of it just comes a flood of ice and stone.
Excellent. Feyroll, your turn.
Yep. Let's see here. Alright, this may be silly, but I'm gonna go for it. And I'm gonna burn one of my portent rolls of a 3, hoping that that is enough to have Sardior fail.
Sardior laughs. I am not afraid of you.
I thought it might be silly.
He's immune to fear.
Oh, okay. Well, such things exist.
Based on our knowledge with the battle with Shar, did 6th level spells and below fail because she was a god of magic or because she was like a god?
God of magic, you could deduce.
Okay.
Well, it was worth a shot. That would have been pretty wild. Nonetheless, I think I'm going to take a Misty Step. Oh wait, I can't take a Misty Step bonus action if I've spellcasted.
Correct.
So I'm just gonna backpedal a bit, in keeping with my cowardice.
Okay. Okay, Vosner, it is your turn.
Nice. So Bosner will do something wild. something not seen in ages.
Is he gonna wild shape?
Oh yeah. But into an earth dragon. Do I still get flight with dragons?
Yep.
No. Sweet.
I will
Alright, buddy.
bring out your world.
Sweet. So all of a sudden you just see like the dirt and sand just slowly creep up around him, and then he just fills out into a very large earth dragon. And we'll cast Feeble Mind on it regardless.
Okay.
I need to. There we go. Bowser. What are you doing? There we go. Put it on Sardior. Is Sardior highlighted?
Yep, looks like
Yes,
it.
he is. Sweet. Alright, so, Feeble Minded it is. Hope this works.
So
Damn it.
he is not feeble-minded. Does he take any of the damage? Oh, it looks like he does. He takes the damage and must make an int saving throw. Okay, so you try to crush the mind of Sardior, and he laughs with this deep-bellied laugh. And he's going to use a legendary action to swipe at you.
Wow.
Holy shit.
And it is now his turn.
I'm gonna... Oh. I can move, right?
Oh yeah, you can. I'll say if you move away from him, he's gonna swing at you anyways, but... Yeah.
Okay.
He went at the end of your turn technically, but we could just use his reaction to swipe at you if you move out of his range.
Okay. Never mind, I'll just stay.
Okay. He is going to back up and then breathe a breath attack.
Does he get an attack of opportunity from me? Is he in my range?
I don't know. He lets out this fiery breath, which explodes. The kind of energy that's coming out of this, it's like plasma. It's not even fire. You're being hit by like the core, the molten core of, or like the plasmic core of the sun blasts out on you. Damon gets advantage. Somehow succeeds with a +4. Okay, so Damon, let's undo that. And you take instead 75 damage.
Can I use my ice staff to build a wall of ice around somebody else?
Oh, sure.
I will use my reaction to reduce Damon's damage by another 30 from one of my walls of ice.
Okay. Yeah, Taryn, you reach out and shield Damon of 30 of that damage. So instead, Damon only takes, so taking 75, he takes 45?
Sound.
Okay. And that means, yeah, you basically could have stopped 50 damage worth with that con save. So yeah, you keep concentration on that sword. So that's his breath attack. And okay, so that is his action. One second. Oh, I should be giving him advantage against saving throws. That's okay. Okay. He also is going to use this. I'm gonna use. Actually, I'll do that as a legendary action. That's fine. Giant lion's turn. Oh, Gert, you're gonna have to keep concentration on this lion.
Oh.
You
right.
just took 100 damage. I don't think it's actually possible.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I'll say the lion basically charged forward and was disintegrated, just for the sake of making it way cooler the way he dies, instead of just stopping existing.
I think that spell did say if you lose concentration, it doesn't disappear. It turns hostile to the caster.
Oh, did that
But
really?
if you don't want to deal with that, you can totally just have it disintegrate.
Yeah, I'll have him jump in front.
Yeah. He jumps in front, charges out, and is disintegrated. Sure.
Okay.
Isolde, it's your turn.
Cool. Alright. I am going to use my bonus action to trigger my mark. So let's see. Oh, not that one. Do I still have Omater's mark?
Are you like looking at your features and not seeing it?
Yeah.
It's a passive ability, it looks like. I don't know why it's listed as a passive when it's technically inactive.
No worries. So everyone gains advantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Nice.
And then I am going to cast Holy Aura.
Ooh. What'd that do?
Bunch of shit. So actually, I'll move over a little bit before I do that, though. I can get everyone. Move over to where I triggered that. Oops, go. Alright, so because of my mark, everyone has advantage on their next attack roll. But it's also the case that you have advantage on all saving throws. Other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. And I don't know if this thing is a fiend or an undead, but there's more shit if it is.
Is not a fiend or an undead.
Okay. Disregard that part.
It's a dragon with a little bit of aberration in it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I still have some movement. So I'm actually gonna back the fuck up.
Okay.
20 feet look like.
Hey, why don't I have a holy aura? I thought I did.
You did, and then you clicked it off or something?
How did I click it off?
I don't know. I just applied it again.
Okay.
Alright, now my turn is over.
Weird. The holy aura went away.
Mm.
I don't know what happens. That's fine. It's just not automated, right? Damon, it is your turn.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
gonna-
At the top of the round, some friends appear.
Are they good friends or bad friends?
That's a D6 play right there.
Oh my god, thank god.
Damon, it's your turn.
Yeah. Damon is going to, here, hang on, I'll measure it. He's going to use his movement to come down, this way. Just trying to keep the party a little more separated in case we get, a recharged breath weapon or something. And then he's going to say as loudly as he can, "Purge yourself of the corruption, and this stops." And then the blade goes crackling through the air again.
Oh my god! What is this? Oh, it actually applied the right amount. Okay, let me...
Yeah, I fixed it a little bit so that it will do the crit stuff itself.
Nice. Excellent. Okay, I applied it. Jesus.
And so it comes slashing down through like his wings and into his like shoulder blade area before like being drawn out and stabbing forward again.
You have advantage.
Oh yeah, you do have advantage.
Yeah. I'll just roll another d20.
Sure.
And if it's better, then yeah. Okay. So it's the same.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Holy shit. Okay. You slice at him twice with this blade of disaster, ripping into him. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action. Down. Did I not code this right? Sorry. This is fucky. Alright, so that shouldn't have applied, sorry. Anyone who is currently flying, which is like Terran and Damon, he brings down meteors of rock smashing into you. And you fail the dex saving throw.
Everyone has advantage on saving throws, though, so make sure they roll.
Oh, yeah.
I still fail.
Okay. Terran, make another save.
Oh, so close.
Okay, yeah, so you take that. And failed the dex save. I thought I built in a thing where it knocks you. Whatever. That's fine. Yeah, that's all I need. So that's one of his legendary actions. Terran, it's your turn.
Alright. Terran will, seeing that, land.
Oh, that would have hit all of these guys down here too, because they're all flying. Actually, the queen can't fly, so she'd be on the ground. Let me organize these folks.
Then I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold. I'm gonna use my mark, so it'll do full damage, which will be 64 damage. And I'll burn 4 sorcery points to give him disadvantage on the save.
Okay, so yeah, Cone of Cold, and he has disadvantage.
Correct. And the damage should be 64.
Oh, so he has on Constitution saves a plus 16. So 21 does beat your AC.
Yeah.
Or your DC. So he does take half. And what were you trying to say? Sorry.
I used my mark, so it's 64. So he takes 32.
Okay. Just took so. I should add 12 more. Oh, I should actually just added it. Minus 22. Is that right? No, I think I need another 10 more.
You should have added 12.
Yeah, but I accidentally added to his health instead of subtracting, so I had to undo that twice. Okay, should be good now. Yeah, you hit him hard. At the end of your turn, assuming it's the end, right? You're gonna try to get your breath
use
back.
my bonus action. See if I get my breath.
Okay. All creatures on the ground are going to be hit with this as he stomps the earth as hard as he can, knocking people to their feet. Holy shit, Taryn.
Is that a legendary action?
Yes.
Okay. I really didn't care for that at all, and so, having stumbled on his ass and feeling very indignant, Veyra will rewind that.
Okay. Let me undo that. As he goes to stomp on the ground, Veyral, you hold up your hand and rewind time. And instead, he lunges forward at Terran and claws at him. Oh, it's at disadvantage?
Yeah, from the holy aura.
Yep. Alright, he still hits because he hit with a 3.
I'll use my other reaction to take 30 off the damage.
Okay. Just note that your reaction is used because it's on your turn. And yep. Okay. Veyral, you are up.
It's still standing.
Yep.
Let's get the old timeless crown of stars going. And I'll send one towards Sardior. I think that should oh, I'm targeting Damon for some reason, but I think I should have advantage against Sardior at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Roll it again. This time against Sardior. Stop trying to kill Damon.
I swear that's not my intention.
Oh,
Plot thickens. Don't make him sword you.
You target with alt, correct?
Yeah. Oh.
Alright, this should do it. That's a bit wimpy.
Oh, sad.
Plink.
Yeah, Plank.
Still looks cool.
He is immune to radiant damage.
I'm glad I have this summon Crown of Stars. Well, for the second turn in a row, I've made a fool of myself, and that's how I end my turn.
It's alright, you still got Wish somewhere. Wait, I don't know if you do, I can't remember. Vosner, you're up.
My 9th level, yeah.
Oh, sorry. That's a dick move on my part.
Yep. Alright. Vosner is going to drop his dragon form. Well, actually, no, hold on. Vosner will go up and attack Sardior.
Okay.
I get, what, 3 attacks? No, 2 attacks?
Yeah.
And advantage. Did you roll? Come on.
You have to target it with alt. You're not targeting it right now.
Feature. I thought I could just do tail. Alright, here we go. Jesus. And then next.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
Okay.
And then I will. Where's everyone else? Gonna use my mark. 1, 2. Teleport. 55. 60 feet away.
Okay. You fly in and slam him with your tail, critically hitting him across the face. You see him spit out a gout of flame. At the end of your turn, he is going to the skies again.
And
Are you flying right now, Vosner, or no? Are you on the ground?
No, I'm on the ground.
Okay. He hails down another swarm of meteors that hit flying creatures. Wow, they did not take much damage. Okay. Oh yeah, it's a... Never mind. Shandacool is up. He flies in the direction and... You love it. Swings his magic sword.
He's not the one with the crits today.
No.
Yo, we have been getting a lot of 20s right now.
Yeah. Sardior's turn. Sardior is going to rush towards Damon and bite at him.
Ooh,
It's at disadvantage, right?
it is
Oh.
at disadvantage.
Let's roll it again.
I'll put field on as well.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
He tries to bite at you. And I'm guessing misses. A 2 plus 19 is a 21.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't even need to shield that, but
Okay.
yeah, that misses.
Oh yeah.
He bites out at you, and then is going to claw at you. Oh my god. He is so overwhelmed by the amount of damage you're striking into him that he is completely tilted. He's just swinging wildly at you in a rage. And then he is going to turn to this direction and breathe fire on the new crew.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. You just one shot?
He did not.
Almost.
Gilgamesh is gonna go flying down this way and dropping to the floor. Is going to shoot Sardior. Oh shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You guys are so lucky today.
Confirmation
Listen.
that this is the best path.
Yeah. Listen, thank God. The creation god's got nothing on us.
Sardior comes through and does his skeletal horde. I'm gonna angle this. It's gonna hit other people, but I'm just gonna undo it for the other people. Okay, so Larlock pulls open portals all around Sardior as a horde of skeletons drop onto him, climbing on his back, stabbing him with short, rusty daggers. And that is Larlock's turn. Isolde, it's your turn.
Wow. Okay. I am going to move. Alright, I'm gonna move. There. Whoa. Full step. I'm going to use Preserve Life to give Taryn and Vosner both 50 health, as long as it doesn't take you above half.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I figure that should work well for both of you.
My half is 71. I am 32 or 32 below half, so
What is it? Mine is 126. And if I get... Yeah. What is half of 126? What? 63. 3. So 26 minus 60.
I think that's fine, Gare. I think you can go up to half too.
Yeah.
but you'll have more left over.
Yeah. So I'll take
That's
37.
fine. There's no one else that I can reach with it. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Right next to Sardior.
At 9th level?
Nice.
I do what I can. And then I'm gonna run 35 feet in the direction. Try to keep us spread out. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Holy shit, I just saw what the Queen's initiative was. That's insane.
At the top of the round. Yeah, she has expertise in it. I always wondered if you'd fight her. Alright, so at the top of the round, Sardior is going to use a legendary action to explode a massive wave of energy causing confusion. Now, it's going to be a lot of saving throws.
Which we all have advantage on.
Hooray.
Yeah, you're going to need that, I think.
DC 19. Wisdom save. Oh, hold on.
Ah, damn it. I lost targeting.
Do we need to just roll the saves ourselves?
Yeah, it's just wisdom saving throws with advantage, and we'll see who beats a DC 19.
This is not good.
Advantage.
Chandicool.
Good.
Damn it. There we go. I figured it out for them. Alright. So, who failed? Terran, Beryl succeeds.
I failed. Damon failed.
Damon failed. Alright. Let me pull up confusion. Ah, man. Doesn't. Okay, so what happens is everybody at the start of their turn needs to roll a d10 to determine what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, the queen, who failed, I'm gonna make sure I mark them all with some sort of thing. Is there a confusion icon? There never seems to be an icon for the thing I need, and there's 1,000 icons, which is confusing. Alright, let's do her. Larlock succeeds. Hadariel fails. Who else failed? Just those two from that group. The rest of you note who failed. At the start of your turn, you'll roll a d10 to determine what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she can act normally on her turn. She is going to rush up to Sardior and stab him. And let's give him the sneak attack. She pierces him through the, like a weak point in his armor in his tail, and he's going to lash out at the end of her turn. And she dodged. He is rolling. Oh wait, did I just have the queen bite the queen?
Meow.
I did. Let's try that again. Oh! Yeah, so, she stabs him in the tail, he whips around and rips into her, bites into her, and throws her across the arena.
Well, that was fun.
Hadariel is up, and she's going to fly straight at him and pierce him with a devil.
Is she confused?
Oh, you are right. She does have to roll a d10. She is able to take her turn. You guys are getting the craziest rolls. Alright, she stabs him. She gets 3 attacks. Oh, there you go. There's a 1. Alright. Damon, it is your turn.
All right. I think I don't get to do anything.
A 3. The creature does not move or take actions this turn.
Yeah. So I will. I'll just
yeah.
make my wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's right. Hadariel needs to do that.
Not great.
Hadariel breaks free. And I forgot to do the queens as well.
The queen is still alive.
Oh, yeah. She's
Oh,
a
she's
fucking
the best.
vampire, man. Fun fact, she has a nearly identical stat block to Strahd.
Nearly.
She's stronger than him. Significantly, but that was a fun, like, throwback. Alright, Damon, you don't get to do your turn, but... Oh, and then you try to become unconfused, and you fail. Taryn,
Yeah.
it is your turn. You can act as normal.
Sweet. I will target Sardior and use my Ice Lens.
Go for it. Good lord. Wait. I didn't realize this. Look at the reading on that.
Yeah.
Is stunned.
Contact.
The target is hit and stunned. Have we not used that yet?
I don't think we've done the stun yet.
Okay, well, I know that would be devastating, so I'm going to say he technically... I'm just going to let him burn a legendary resistance to not be stunned.
Okay.
So you get something for it, but not that. It's
I make my constant
for
exhaustion.
Oh yeah. Excellent. Is that your turn? Do you want to breath attack, recharge, or whatever?
Yeah, I'll do breath attack.
There we go.
Oh, and I got
Wow, you guys, that's fucking lucky dice rolls. It's incredible. At the end of your turn, Terran, Sardior is stomp the ground.
He can't do the earthquake again per my rewind. Consequence of that is they cannot do it twice.
You rewound it one time. This is a legendary action?
The creature cannot do that same action again, even if it's a legendary action.
Okay. I figured that was per that exact moment, like so when he did that. But I'll give that to you. Feral, you delete that skill from his repertoire. And he is going to use his action to attack Damon. Legendary action. Holy shit.
So that doesn't hit, because now I'm at
Yeah.
27.
Yep. He's and that was technically a disadvantage, but he didn't yeah, okay. So he probably would have rolled. Well, I don't know. Can you use a reaction if you can't? I guess I'll let you have that. That's self-preservation.
Oh, no. Nope, I can't. An affected target can't take reactions.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So let's repeat the damage and give yourself your shield spell slot back. As Damon is knocked unconscious by Sardior, falling to the ground.
So then it's my turn now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I am confused. So.
Yeah. You can.
So I use my turn to not do anything.
Well,
And then,
let's see. Can you post to the... Oh, there it is. Starting at 8th level. You can use your reaction to delay falling unconscious. I'm going to say because you don't have your reaction, you can't use this.
oh, okay.
Therefore, you won't
Fair.
consume it. But
Okay.
yes, Damon is unconscious. I'm going to say you're no longer confused because you're unconscious.
And I fall 30 feet.
Correct. Oh, that's
Okay.
-1 death save.
Yeah.
And did we have Varyl's turn yet? I do not think so.
Oh, wait.
We did
Wait, it says I still have 2 health left.
You do have 2 health. What am I doing? Alright, so you get hit down to 2 health. And, you have to roll concentration. That's not gonna go. Well, wait, how much did he hit you for? 88? Yeah, you'd have to roll a 44.
Yeah.
You lose concentration on your Blade of Disaster.
Yep.
And where are we at for time? Just how's everybody? Can people go later than we normally do, or do people have firm cutoffs, or what?
I
Maybe
can
a
for
bit,
sure
but not
go
much.
until 2 and maybe a little bit after.
Yeah. Likewise.
Same.
Just trying to figure out pacing here. Okay, Varel, it is your turn.
Okie doke. Discouraged by his legendary resistance to stunning, I'm gonna try a different tactic here.
So he can be stunned. He just used his save, right?
Correct.
I
So
assume
he
he has.
should only have.
Oh, is there only one of those?
There's
would've-
usually.
There's usually 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's burned too.
Okay. We'll try this instead. I'm gonna use the other 3 portent to apply to this. To Sardir's dex throw.
Okay, let's see what his dex is. His dex is a +5, so he fails. Oh, nice. It already failed for me. So, yeah. What's it look like when you try to disintegrate Sardior?
Looking a bit frustrated from 2 wasted turns, Varel channels that frustration into just an acute and direct and instantaneous spell at Sardior.
Fair enough. All right, Vosner, it is your turn.
Nice. So Vosner is gonna come. Oops. It's gonna do a little. It's gonna fly over. Here. Well, actually, he's just gonna fly a little closer. Oh shit. And I'm gonna cast heal on Damon over here. Getting into that special juice. Alright. There you go, buddy. Damn it. Oh, I have to actually move my other token. There we go. Now I'll do it again. Heal.
Make sure you target him.
I was. Target. Spell. Heal. I am still not close enough.
Oh, you're healing Damon.
Yeah, I'm healing Damon.
Yeah, you need to be 60.
Should be 60.
Is it
Yep.
because I'm up in the air?
No, it should be fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should be fine. Now. I'll do it at 6th level. Alright. And then I'm gonna just use the rest of my movement to fly over towards this side of the queen.
Okay.
To kind of ungroup us.
Yeah, I'll throw Vosner back kind of out of frame,
Yeah. Put me
as
back
is
over there.
tradition. At the end of your turn, Vosner,
I should be up, what, 10 feet in the air, 20 feet in the air.
oh shit, where's my weather effects?
Hey, when you hit me with that attack, was that at disadvantage?
There we go. I hit you with a 3, and so I figured I could re-roll it, but
No, it's cool.
okay. At the end of Vosner's turn, Sardior roars out, and as he does, he is going to why Why is this bug? Cast Act of Creation. And he's going to shift all of you into a parallel plane of this one, effectively changing the landscape. Turning this into a plane of snow. Which is going to reduce everybody's movement speed by half. And Sardior is going to let out a roar.
Me.
And as he does, a familiar figure is going to fly into the scene. As Mel arrives.
Of course.
Oh shit.
Biting at Gilgamesh. And Mel enters the combat. Mel calls out, "Traitors!" And that is Vosner's turn. Chanticleer is up. Chanticleer going to pull back. So the blizzard is going to reduce sight by 30 feet, so you can still see, but you cannot target anything unless it is 30 feet away. So he is going to have to be this close to Sardior to swing at him. Oh, that first one should be at disadvantage. Okay, so he still hit. The blizzard is causing disadvantage as well to all ranged attacks. Sardior's turn. Sardior is going to... bonus action, Storm of Elements. All flying creatures.
We should get another dex throw.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do succeed.
Okay, undo damage to Damon. The Earth Dragon still fails, so he took the 35 damage. Okay. And then Sardior is going to swing and claw and bite. Oh, did I untarget? That was at Hadariel. Whoa. What just happened? Why did it do that twice? So that one shouldn't have gone. But the claw...
Hits with a 2, dang.
And claw again. So he turns his attention towards Hadariel, rips her to shreds. And that is his turn. Gilgamesh is going to try to attack Mel at close range. Oh, he should have disadvantage. Oh yeah,
Oof.
he misses. And try again. Yeah, it should be. I don't know why I didn't disadvantage. Okay, so that one does hit. And get to Mel's turn. At the end of Gilgamesh's turn, Sardior is going to attack out at Damon. Wow. Are you still confused? Have you had your turn yet?
I have not. I am still confused.
He should have disadvantage on it from foresight, though.
Yeah. The question is, what is Damon's AC? 20?
My AC is only 20 right now.
So he'd only miss on a 1.
Oof.
Alright. So he does get the bite on Damon. Confusion is the thing that makes it so you don't have a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So am I in his mouth or do I fall?
I'll say he throws you into the water over here. Sort of a bite and toss. I'm gonna say because it's water, you're not gonna take fall damage per se. You're just gonna sink. The water is fairly deep, so you start to sink downwards. Unconscious. Okay. Mel is up. He is going to breathe his cold breath. Isolde, I mean, you could see. Oh, here's what I'm saying about the vision situation. You can see, let's say, like up to 120 feet. It's just you have no ability. Like it's hard to target them in combat if any more than 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so what was I doing? Oh, Mel is doing a breath attack. God damn it. Designated item uses something that doesn't exist. Of course it does. That is really annoying. Why is it broken? Oh, it's because the damage isn't put in there. That would be important. Oh, and that's because that's not the breath? There it is. Okay, elemental breath. It doesn't have a cool icon. He's gonna breathe out on these guys. As Gilgamesh goes unconscious. Larlock, blah blah blah. Mel succeeds. Oh, Mel hit himself for 0. Wow, you rolled really bad. Look at all those ones. Should be an average of 84 damage. I hit for 58. Hadara succeeds, Mel succeeds, Gilgamesh fail. Okay. Alright, that is a round for Mel. Oh, that's his breath attack. Yeah, that takes his action. Okay, Larlock's turn. Larlock is going to move over here. He is going to... I guess he can't see very well. And he's going to move, actually, this direction, closer to Sardior to disassemble him.
Classic move.
And then he is going to cast Heal on himself. that is his turn. Isolde, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to run 40 feet forward. And
Is it difficult terrain?
Yes. But I think she has the
Oh,
mobility
yeah.
feat, which makes you not
Mhm.
ignore that or something.
No, mobility, I think, just bumped me up to 40. I don't think it makes
When you
me
use the
feel like
dash
it's
action,
different.
difficult terrain does not cost you extra movement on that turn. So if you use the dash action, you can get there faster.
Okay. So if I do dash, I can go the full 80 feet.
Yep.
Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna do mass healing word. Let's see, I don't know if I have to target everyone that I'm healing or not. Mm. Mm. Ten. Okay, so I cast it at 7th level, which
Yeah.
means that increases by 1d4 for each spell slot above the 3rd, so 4, 5, 6, 7. So it should be 5d4, which is 20, plus my spell casting mod, which is 6. Okay, so that's 26. Plus Blessed Healer is an extra 9, so it should be 35 total.
So we need to add 21 to what we got.
Yep, you got it. And that's where my turn ends.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the queen is still confused, I believe. So she does not get to take her turn? Let me read confusion again. Creature does not move or take actions.
No.
Got it. But she does regenerate. Oops.
Who?
No, just a...
What?
Huh? Hadariel. Hadariel is going to... At the end of the queen's turn... No, Sardio did that big thing. Okay. Hadariel will attack the old Sardior. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
And she goes for the triple. Alright. Hadariel plunges her devil lance into the heart of Sardior, who sort of is rearing back. And there is a moment of quiet. As everything slows down. For a moment, you all feel time stop as reality itself begins to unravel and unmake itself. The lance stuck in the heart of Sardior remains there, sort of frozen in time as light begins to emit from it, first slowly, then rapidly, and then in a flash of an explosion, Sardior is gone. A crater fills the area as an explosion, a massive wave of force hits all of you.
Am I still underwater?
Yeah, I'm going to say you avoid this for being underwater. Everyone who is... Everyone who is above the water, flying in the air, is hit with 56 force damage as this wave pushes everybody out about 30 feet in all directions.
Does that mean Gilgamesh lost 2 death saves?
As far as you know, Gilgamesh's corpse is pushed into the water.
Great.
Mel is pushed back. Vosner, you revert form and take an additional 30 damage. The queen is knocked back into the water and goes unconscious. Taryn, you are knocked unconscious, I believe, unless you've already done it.
No, I already did.
Okay.
I already moved myself and took the damage.
Oh, sorry. Did Varel do the same?
I moved myself. I don't know if I took the damage, but I can apply it. Yeah,
I got you. I got you. Isolde. Takes the damage. I think I forgot Shandacool. As born in the ground, a clutch of dragon eggs, you see the 5 eggs of the 5 Thanes of Sardior formed on the ground. Spilling out amongst it in a black ichor is a strange abomination, what's the right word? I can't think of the aberration that forms into a paste and then takes bodily form, turning into
What?
Janus is born out of this muck, turning into a draconic form of himself. I'll fix the art in a second. It's a little bit wonky. as we re-enter combat.
Am I still where I would have been in the initiative order?
Yes. Oh, were you deleted?
Yeah,
What's your initiative order?
I was above Terran.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, no worries.
There we go. Da, 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 da. Janus sort of crawls out in worms, forming this composite being, and begins to sort of look around and panic, slithering away. And we begin the turn. That's Hadariel's turn. Damon, you are conscious. Above you is a quickly forming sheet of ice over the water.
Yes, I fly up through it.
Okay.
So whatever that is, 30 feet, I guess.
Yeah, you shatter through the ice.
Is Azolda sinking?
She skid across the ice, so she's actually still on the top of it.
Okay. And then I see this thing, and I will haste, I guess.
Mel is going to shout out, "What is that?" And Damon casts haste.
That's it. So.
And then I will use, I guess, my hasted action and movement to dash. Bringing myself over here. And I will tell Mel Smargad had been corrupted by something related to Janus's power, as I'm squaring up to fight this thing now. And that's my turn.
Excellent. Okay, fix the token. Looks way better. All right, Taryn, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'll shout to Mel as well that Janus corrupted the ritual. And then I will move 15 feet in the air and 15 feet forward. And then cast Chain Lightning.
Okay.
And I'll impose disadvantage.
Nice. Well, he fails anyways. Okay. Yeah, you shoot this lightning at Janus, this draconic eldritch being. Alright, Janus is going to, sort of seeing he's surrounded on all sides, he's lash out with a tentacle at Damon at the end of Terran's turn and miss. And then he's going to charge forward and bite at you. Oh my god. Fucking incapable.
Don't mess with this robot, man.
Do you wait? Oh, you have haste, so you have enough, don't you?
Yeah, so shield gets me to 29 now.
You just zip around the sky. He cannot hit you. And let's see, as a... Jesus. You guys are just obliterating him. Varel is up.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action chug a potion of healing on myself. Delicious. This is not difficult terrain, right? We can
No, it
take
is.
our oh, it is? Okay. I'll take 15 feet of movement.
Oh yeah, I let Terran attack. You wouldn't have been able to cast this spell unless you were 30 feet away, just based on the terrain situation.
I went up
Alright.
15, out 15.
Yeah, but you're still 55 away from Janus, is what I'm saying. Unless I moved Janus. Maybe I did. To attack Damon.
You
Wait,
did
what
have
would-
to charge at
what
me
would it
at
do?
15 feet.
Alright, I'll move you forward a little bit.
And then I'll use my action to dimension door to just within range of Janus to the north, probably right next to Terran, but
Okay.
I'll find that out.
Cool, cool, cool. Alright, that is
That'll be it.
Varel. At the end of... yeah, don't kill yourself. Let me undo that. Damon is going to be... He's going to try to tentacle you. Tentaclay. 28 misses. Good lord. Alright, Vosner, you're up.
Woo! Alright, cool. Am I on ice?
Yes.
Sweet. Alright, could I turn into... If I turn into like a fire dragon, could I pick something up as well?
Yeah.
Alright, so I kind of want to do what I did with Vero. And just like get the queen on my shoulder and turn into a fire dragon and then attack Janus. Is that possible? Sweet. I will do that then.
Yep, you
So-
pull the queen up onto your back, and you go... Where are you going? Towards the Janus?
Yeah, and
Cool.
then I'm gonna do a little bop bop.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have the advantage still. One, two. Oh, yeah. All right, I think that's right. I get just two touched attacks. Okay.
That was an insane attack, yep.
Yep. Yeah, and then it's gonna be no, I'm gonna be like 10 feet in the air. So just hovering above him. But that's it.
Okay. As a legendary action, Elder Brain Dragon is going to use... Oh, he just went, so he shouldn't have that. Elder Dragon is going to use Shatter Concentration on Damon, which is going to remove...
It says the dragon targets the creature it is grappling.
Oh! And you missed the tentacle. You're right. All right, my bad.
No, no worries.
Don't worry about that then. He's gonna try to hit you with a tentacle at the end of your turn. Oh, he's run out of that. God. Yeah, misses. As
I'm within.
oh yeah, you can punch him for doing that.
Yeah. Sweet. Could I use Warcaster and cast a spell?
You
instead?
totally could.
Sweet. Well then I will use... hold on a second. Where are you? I'd like to use a Meteor Storm.
You don't have that?
I do. Or not Meteor Storm, Firestorm.
Yeah, that's one you have.
That's the one.
That one makes more sense to me.
Attack of opportunity, meteor swarm.
I mean, you could with Warcaster, potentially.
That's so wild.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put them all right there.
Yeah.
Just these fiery vines come up from the ground and like impale him. So it's a sort of a reverse firestorm.
Alright. Shandaku. He is going to shoot at Janus. But he's also going to fly closer. Oh, he can't hit Mel, can he? He's going to be here to shoot at Janus. Wow. This is fucking weak up against like 9 gods. That kind of checks out though. Gilgamesh.
Still dying.
Gilgamesh does not come up from under the water. Mel is up. Mel is going to fly in, and he's going to dash and stand over the eggs, sort of protectively, holding his action. Or I guess he dashed, so that's his action. But you see he's standing in a defensive stance over the clutch of eggs. Larlock is going to fly in. And... cast Chain Lightning. Or he's just gonna cast Lightning. Zapping Mel and Janus.
Oh shit.
Larlock shouts out, "He won't let you take the eggs." Isolde, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to move 40 feet inland. I'm going to heal Damon. And then my bonus action, my spiritual weapon was next to Sardior, but now I assume it's within 20 feet of Janus.
Yep.
So I will attack Janus with my spiritual weapon.
Sweet.
Oops. Don't do that, Damon.
Why are you
Sorry.
attacking? The new
Just turned it on
teams
us.
have been drawn.
Everybody saw the Blade of Disaster and was like, no one should have that power.
Janus winks at Isolde, just as we planned. Okay.
There we go.
Shut up.
Alright, and that concludes my turn.
At the top of the round, high in the sky, you see the planes beginning to infiltrate the material plane as more and more of these extraplanar places begin to merge slowly as floating land masses and strange arcane lights, odd geometrical shapes coming out of Acheron and other places, storms brewing in the distance as various planes begin to harshly merge with this one. It is a sky erupting in chaos. And as the snow begins to stop falling. Oof. Wow, that's a lot of motion gone from my eyes. And the ground begins to warm. Returning back to normal. The queen is going to regenerate, as she do. And she's going to spend her turn getting up, or sort of waking up and getting off Fosner, and sort of shaking off her confusion. She's like, what is all of this? Hadariel is up. She's going to fly at Mel and strike him. Damon, you're up.
Yeah, Damon just he activates his mark and begins to hum, and looks like basically things are gonna go his way, and he takes his first swing at
dude.
Janus. And he's going to add a little extra psychic damage to that.
You see that your psychic abilities are of no effect on Janus.
Okay. And then we'll just swing one more time. Oh, that should have been at advantage. I'll just
Hits
roll
anyways. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You hit Janus within an inch of his life, but he is not dead.
Okay, what can I do? I guess I can't really do anything. So I'll just be getting ready for another swing, but I'll say, for what it's worth, Jane, I no longer feel hatred for you. I feel nothing but pity. And I'm getting ready to swing again.
Okay. Taryn, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna use my staff to just chuck an ice ball. I'm gonna up.
Are you hitting Larlock on purpose?
It should... No, I slipped with the template. It should be up 1, so just miss him.
Okay. What's it look like when you obliterate Janus?
So like as the world warms up again, it seems like the last shreds of cultness kind of all unite inside Janus and then explode out.
Yep, he does. What I'm going to have him do is his death, as he's exploding, it's going to do a breath attack on everyone in a cone.
Not everyone.
Well, not everyone. hate this fucking thing. It's like all of them are broken. And it's going to hit... Each creature must take that much damage on a success or failure. If the creature isn't a construct or undead, it becomes infested. While infested, the creature takes that much damage. The creature start of each turn. If the creature is targeted by magic that ends the curse or restores 40 hit points or more, tadpoles infesting the creature are killed instantly. The human is reduced to 0 hit points while infested. The creature is stable. Okay. So, Isolde. Mind is once again filled with toxic worms as Janus spits into your face once again in his dying moment. And Janus is dead.
Can I shout to Mel and try to make a charisma check, or is that too much for one turn?
No, yeah, you can try to coerce Mel into something.
Yeah, so I will say to Mel, Janus corrupted the ritual and corrupted Sardior. It was the only way. Join us. This doesn't have to end badly.
Mel, hovering over the eggs, looks at all of you and says, "Then leave the eggs to me. I will make sure that Sardior returns whole and uncorrupted." Varel, it is your turn. You have options here. You can stop fighting, if you would like, as Mel is the only threat left, and it's up to you.
Yeah, I'd like to continue the line Terran's pursuing and say to Mel, sometimes cooperation is the greatest display of might. Hoping to encourage him to cooperate with us.
You all stop fighting for a moment. Vosner, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna fly over and pick up Izzy. And fly... Oh no. That's 50 feet. Then I'm going to fly another 40 feet in the air with Izzy. So that's another 50. Okay. And then I'm going to cast Greater Restoration on her and use the last of my diamonds.
Okay. Yeah. You purge. What's it look like when you purge the worms out of Isolde, destroying Janus's final infestation?
Isolde bursts into like this hellish flame, just like all of her her eyes and her ear, her mouth, like just is like this intense white fiery light as she's just consumed for a half second, so it looks like I'm roasting her alive, and then it, without any smoke, it just dissipates, and so she gets that benefit.
Okay. Isolde, you are now no longer infested with the worms.
No more worms.
Woohoo!
Let me do my spell slot
Okay.
first.
You hear Shandakul yell out, "There is no time. The gods are coming back. We must set the eggs in motion now." And Mel looks up at all of you and says, "I will not surrender these eggs to you. Traitor gods." Larlock looks to Isolde and looks to Varel. "You must help us." Isolde, it is your turn.
Give me like 5 years to think about this.
You know what? we
You could
could
use the
just
wisdom.
end the session here if
That would
we're
be
running
great.
out of time. Isolde, it is
Mhm.
your turn, and you have to decide the fate of the universe. Good luck! I'll give you a week to think about it.
Okay.
This is the cliffhanger of
Oh
cliffhangers.
lord.
Yo, I love playing this game with you guys.
Yeah, same.
Big same.
I love that Damon crit Sardior 3 times for, I think it was like, I think you did 700 total damage to him.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, that's a crazy spell. but that's why it's good that at least leaves me more vulnerable. Because my AC is significantly lower. If that's all I have going on.
Yeah. Alright. We will call it here for this session.
Yo, it's kind of good that I lost Wish, actually, because if I hadn't lost Wish,
Yeah, you wouldn't have
Would've
used
been-
it for the sword.
I would have been conserving my 9th level spell slot. Like, if I'm gonna need Wish, you know. But since I didn't have that, it was like, okay, well then I'm just gonna use what I have.
Your sacrifice was
That's
worthwhile
awesome.
after all.
Yeah.
You can only wish for more wishes.
Oh, for the record, if Isolde wants to use Divine Intervention narratively to resolve this, that is an option, so I'll let you think about that for a week as well.
Okay.
And,
I'll think on it.
yeah, maybe you'll make a decision quick enough. Or if you don't, maybe you'll have to fight the old gods. It'll be up to you. It's easy.
Hako thinks that's a great idea.
Lots of things to consider.
Wow.
Roll a d6. Yeah, that was crazy.
It's like the John Wick movies. Somehow it keeps getting one-upped.
You guys made short work of Janus. I was surprised.
Yeah, all
Janus
things
must have
considered,
just-
I think the dice were very much on our side today. And I mean, we lost
They
Gilgamesh,
very much
but
were, but there were many moments in this campaign where they weren't. And
Yep.
I'm glad they're on your side for the end. It would be weird to just TPK you. And that was very much an option. I mean, I think if Varel didn't rewind that ground stomp thing and make that unusable,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had to have that.
that would have probably killed all of you.
Yeah. At the start of Stardew beginning to destroy us, my brain went, oh, so it's a TPK. This is where we die.
Yeah, it
He
also
did
helped
that.
that he missed Damon, I think, 4 times?
Yeah, the foresight was clutch.
And those were like 100 damage swings, so any one of those could have one-shot him. Crazy.